The next area of consideration are the selection techniques. So the question is, what are the students' motor skills, most simplistically? Because we have to consider their motor skills in understanding what is going to be their way to access that communication system. So this short video shows you some different ways and goes into that a little bit more. But even just from this picture, you can see she has this small dot in the middle of her forehead, and she has a receiver that's at the top of her pink system there that can track where her head is moving. So it doesn't require functional fine motor and even gross motor abilities of her arms. And so you're going to see that a lot in children with cerebral palsy. But there's all kinds of methods. Direct selection, which would be with your finger, scanning through your eyes, through a cursor. You can actually have a button that you can lean your cheek against to scan. I think you'll see an example of that sometime today. So again, it's just a really, really big question, and it seems silly because it seems kind of obvious, but on more occasions than I care to remember, I have been introduced to a student who has a AAC device that's wonderful, but they cannot access. And so then it's such a basic thing, but you just kind of want to hit your head against the wall. I worked with a young girl with cerebral palsy who had no motor control, none. I mean, she was pretty severe, and she had an iPad with an app on it that she was supposed to speak with, but she couldn't even control her hand enough to touch any buttons. And so this is a really, really big part of it. And this is a part again that I see um, people get stuck on, and it's going to be an area that you just need to advocate for patiently and with grace, because especially with the development and the ease of access, to iPads now and apps that are on iPads, which are great, but that only helps one group of people potentially, and those that can directly select with like a finger. To my knowledge, they might have other programs for other selection techniques, but my point here is that with that, even though it's been great, it's kind of been like, okay, everyone gets an iPad. Anyone that needs AAC, let's get them an iPad with an app because it's affordable and flexible. I'm not anti that, but that's not going to be the answer for every student. And it's kind of a unique, there's always pros and cons with technology. It is a definite pro that more kids are going to get access to things they need, but the kids that won't benefit from that, we just have to make sure that it's not a band-aid that's just put on them. We'll give them an iPad with an app. If they can't select it, it's not going to work for them. So I'll let you watch this example now of Elle.